Paul Perdue, and I am the infrastructure nerd.
And I'm Mary Jo Boyd, a legal technologist. A lot of times in Worldox, we want to group our documents together so that we can easily access them. And we can do that using a tool called projects.
But those projects, they're a pain. They're hard to understand. They're hard to find. They're hard to edit.
You know, they used to be that way, but now we have a tool called My Workspaces where you can group those projects.
That thing over on the side.
And you can easily access them with just a click.
Can you show us how to do that?
I can. So we're going to talk about how to go ahead and create projects using My Workspaces rather than using the little tab down at the bottom. So I'm just going to go into a project here so you can see this little tab down here where we're talking about dragging files into a project and adding them from here and accessing them from there. It's a little clunky and difficult. So what we're going to talk about is how to use My Workspaces over here on the left to create a project and drag our documents there so that we can access them easily. Now, the first thing that we need to do is right-click on My Workspaces, and then I can subscribe to either a bookmark or I can subscribe to different cabinets. Now, I have a cabinet called Projects, and I have a cabinet called User, and those two I have allowed access to create projects. Now, if you're not seeing a cabinet that you need to go ahead and create a project for, then you need to turn that on in WD Admin. And I'm going to go out to that and show you what that screen looks like. So here I've opened up my client file cabinet in WD Admin, and there's a little checkbox here that you can check if you want to allow project folders. So I'm going to check the box and save it. Now, whenever I make a change in WD Admin that I want to push out to users, I need to go ahead then and restart my Worldox client. So I'm going to close my Worldox, I'm going to reopen it, come back into Worldox, and then when I right-click on My Workspaces, I'm going to see that I have the cabinet available to choose as well. So I'm going to open up Worldox. Now if I right-click on My Workspaces, I could subscribe to client files. So the first thing before I create a project is I have to subscribe to where I want to keep the project. So in this instance, I'm going to subscribe to a user cabinet, and that's going to be for me. And I'm going to select the user that I want to subscribe to, which again is me. And now I've created a My Workspace for the user Mary Jo Boyd. Now if I want to go ahead and create a project under here now, what I'm going to do is right-click on that, and I'm going to create a project. I'm going to call this project Test. Say OK. At this point, we will have a project underneath here. And I already had one probably from earlier called Test Project. So here is my new project that I've started. And now I can start putting in documents that I want to save in this location. So I'm going to go into my billing and I'm going to grab a couple of documents that I want to put into my certain project. And so we're going to go ahead, and these are just some documents that I use all the time, and I'm just dragging them over. And you can highlight more than one, and you can drag them in there as well. And these are just documents that I might want to send clients, and I don't want to have to go into my bookmark. I don't want to go into these other places to get them. If I need to get to them now, I can come into My Workspaces, go into my test project, and here they all are right here. And I can access them very quickly and very easily. If I need to take documents out of here, I can go ahead and open up my project and I can remove those. It does not delete the documents. It's only deleting the documents within the project. So if I wanted to remove a document from here, I can do that. If I need to delete the documents themselves, I need to actually go in and open the documents over here, and I need to delete them from the actual Worldox file. If I want to go ahead and delete a project, I can come in and delete the project. And in this case, I'm an admin, so I have different rights. Most people can move it to the salvage bin, or you can delete, or you can shred. I'm just going to move it to the salvage bin, and then I can say OK, and that would then delete the project from my list. If I needed to have other people subscribe to this project, they could. If Paul were logged in here, he can come over to the My Workspaces, subscribe to me, and then he can also subscribe to my project so he can see the documents. So it makes it easy for different people in the office to collaborate on a project, see all the documents that are in there, work on those documents together, and they're all in one location on the toolbar or on the tree on the left. So very quickly and easily you can do that. Now you also can add security to projects. So if you go into your direct access, you can come in and choose a project. So I'm going to go into the user, and I'm going to go into me, say okay, and I'm going to find the project. So here's the test project, and if I edit that profile, I can add security. I also could right click and choose security and add security that way, and I get the same options that I can when I'm securing a document. Now, this will secure the project. It's not going to secure the documents within the project. If you need to have security on those documents, you have to actually get into those documents and put the security at the document level. What I'm doing is saying that only certain people have access to this project. So if someone I didn't give access to tries to subscribe, they will not be able to because I've secured my project. If they wanted to get into the documents and I have not secured the documents, they could still see the documents out in Worldox. So you have to be careful with that and make sure you're doing what you are expecting to do. So if I'm done with this project and I just want to get rid of it, I can right click and I can delete the project. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and move this one to the salvage bin and say okay, and that one is removed off of my list, and then it is no longer on there. So when I look at my list now, I've only got my other remaining project here, and that's it. Now the default security is, excuse me, you can edit that out. The default security is to be public, so everybody can see the projects. And again, if you want to secure it, you will need to do that manually. Now the other option that you have, and I won't spend a lot of time on this, but you can also subscribe to a bookmark. So if you go out to the bookmark, I still have my folder bookmarks out here. I could go out to an Office and I can subscribe to my Office bookmark, select it, and now I've got the bookmark out here for Office. And so you can subscribe to those as well. When I click on that, it's just going to take me right into my bookmark. So again, you can subscribe to those bookmarks as well. Or you can do the cabinet up here. So there you have it. Now you know how to use My Workspaces to easily access your projects.
And that's just one more way that we can help you to worry less
And practice more.